Hello. It is Sunday, the 13th. I'm having a spot of vino, hanging out at the beach. It's pouring rain. Just left the shop. I transformed my bed frame that was in my last video. Cheers. Transformed my bed frame into a cat and dog platform, and rearranged a bunch of stuff, so it's looking nice in there. I finally chose hours. I'm officially open by appointment Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm excited about that. It was I was nervous about taking the entire weekend off because you just don't do that as a dog groomer. Like it's so ingrained. It's so ingrained in my being to be available for people 7 days a week, if not that, and at least on the weekends. Like it's so a part of me to be grooming on the weekends that it took me 3 weeks to finally decide to be open Monday through Friday. Like, it's a big deal for me. Like, I like being available. It's, obviously, I feel good about, my choices in life and my career, and I feel happy about being able to assist people all the time, but I really feel it's detrimental to my general well-being to be available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like, I really, like, and here in this tourist town, everything shuts down on the weekends. Like, the hairdresser that's next door to me, they close up on the weekends. And I didn't want to be, and there are people who live above me too, by the way. My building is commercial and residential. So there are humans that are living there, trying to live their weekend lives right above me. So I do not want to be bashing around with loud ass, grooming, barking dogs, jingly bell toys, blow dryers, ding-a-ling and ding, all loud all day, all on Sundays while people live above me. Like, people are just trying to, live their damn lives. So, just trying to be respectful and get an idea of the kind of town I'm living in. I just stopped at a grocery store here in my town of Waldport called Ray's, and I was super impressed with it. It's, as a New Yorker and as a Rochesterian, my little Rochester switcher. As a Rochesterian, it'll never be anything close to Wegmans, but it was on the same wavelength as a Wegmans. It's a really nice store, and it got a lot of. It might help me with my, because like I said, I don't have any place to cook yet. I am living in a van. I don't know if people home or if people who are on my blog actually realize that that shop that you see, that's only for day use. Like, I still live in this van. I live in a van the rest of the time. So, I don't have a place to cook. I had a propane stove in here, but then I decided to get a cat. I got a cat, guys. I am very uncomfortable having fire near a cat. He's a long hair cat. In my opinion, you just don't put fire near long hair cats. You're just begging. He's a silly little 7-week-old kitten, and you don't put kittens near open flame. So I still am struggling with how to eat meals. I basically eat snacks all day, and that was fine for the first month. It was always a fine for a full month to eat nothing but snacks. Can you believe it? But after that first month, having at least one hot meal a day, I have discovered something about myself is that I just need one hot meal a day, and that's dinner. I just need a hot dinner, um, which is perfectly fine and reasonable. But I've just been ordering a pizza from the local pizza shop, and as fun as it is to eat pizza every fucking night, you just can't eat pizza every day. Um, so this that store that I went to, I was excited to get in there because they have a lot of pre-made options that aren't pizza. So, but it's still all meat, guys. I mean, I don't think there are a lot of vegetarians who follow me, but I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I've basically been vegetarian for 15 years. I've eaten very little meat for 15 years almost. And I've kind of just been shoved into this. As soon as I departed from New York, like, unless you're just gonna literally gnaw on broccoli, it's very difficult to be a vegetarian in a van. Very difficult to be a vegetarian in a van. I've been eating jerky and canned oysters. Like most of my little snackies are vegetarian, but they don't can tofu. They don't can smoked tofu. Like if you don't have a fridge, you're not eating seitan. You're not eating tofu. You're not eating tempeh. I can't store a loaf of freaking polenta in this van. Like it's just been I've been struggling a lot with food because I mean, so I'm gonna be obviously it's hard to say. Like I now that I'm in the shop a lot, I feel like I could cook in the shop a little bit, but I'm not in the shop to cook. I'm in the shop to work. So I'm still struggling a lot with what to eat out here because I've eaten more meat, jerky, and oysters in the last month than I have eaten in 15 years. Luckily, I have no issues with that. Like I can eat anything, but emotionally, I hate to roll my eyes, but spiritually, I'm not a meat person. I think it's for me. It's more of a special occasion food. I love to have fish on holidays, but I've really struggled a lot with the meat thing and the food thing out here. Like I in no way have my diet under control out here. So that's been bugging me, but the rest of the time, like having fruit and these. Let me show you these in my little tiny kitchen area. I've been getting these. These are like my breakfast. These are little packs of almond butter and jelly, which need no refrigeration, and you don't need bread because I'm not a fan of gluten. Which is another thing. Like I'm not big on gluten. I'm in no way allergic to gluten at all, but I just feel gluten's not it wasn't a part of my life much for the last 2 years. But then, like I said, obviously the last month I've been, at least the last 3 weeks or so, I've been eating just pizza. So I've just been like eating pepperoni and gluten. So like I've been happy with these, like the gluten-free breakfast. So I have fruit and almond butter and some crackers and some applesauce and things like that for like breakfast and brunchy, because I don't pretty much eat 2 meals a day. And when I was in New York, I've been doing intermittent fasting for like 8 months almost, where I don't eat anything after 5 p.m. Like my eating window is from like 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., which all went out the window as soon as I got in this van. So that is like the whole food situation's bothering me quite a bit, but I finally actually kind of feel like I'm starting to get a routine. I finally have my bed situated where it's comfortable sleeping, because I tried to have the raised bed in here 5 different ways, and it just didn't work. So now I'm actually rolling up my bed. I have a bedroll. I have a bedroll now, which it just takes more time. Like everything in this van, every single thing about van life takes more time, and you have to plan it. You have to plan your entire day, start to finish. With the bedroll, you pull it out at a certain time, and you have to roll it up as soon as you wake up, because like after that, the dog needs to go straight to the beach to go potty, and then you don't. As soon as you get back from the beach, the dog is covered in sand and crustaceans, so you don't want them jumping all over your bed. So you really have to put your bed away, which I've been a bed maker for a long time. I love one of my favorite things. My favorite thing is a nice made bed every day. Like I love coming home from work to a nice made bed. I've been a bed maker for a while, but like and having I have to like literally roll up my mattress and tie it up, but the hassle of that has freed up this door because all my bed stuff stays right here. So it's kind of nice to be able to have access to that back door. I feel like I have more space. So that's been good. Like I feel like I'm getting the van together to just be a living quarters, because before it was storage. It was all storage. But now that I'm paying to be, I'm paying for my building $500 a month for the grooming salon. Like I'm storing a lot of my crap there, which isn't much. I mean, like I said, I drove out here with nothing but what was in this van. So, yeah. So yeah, like the van's coming together. Like you'd think after a full month the van would have already been together, but it's just not like that. Like you can just plan and plan. You can plan your ass off. You can plan your van for a year, and you get on that road and you just have no idea how your stuff is gonna perform inside of a rolling machine. You just can't even imagine. This is the craziest thing I've ever attempted. It's crazy to live in a van. But I am glad I did it. Nope. Bagel regrets. None. None. Zero regrets. Zero. Zero. Super happy. Like, I plan. If this flipping Ford. This Ford. Oh. If this Ford holds up, I will be staying in the van for the whole summer. Like, I have absolutely no desire to live in a normal apartment right now. Do I want to live in a van forever? No, probably not. Probably not. But for right now, it's okay. I'm okay. I'm good. It's nice. It's good. I like it. It's hard to describe. Like all those pictures you see on the internet of Vanlife. Those most pictures of van life are of people who haven't departed their journey yet. Like all that shit you see on Instagram. Like I finally get why established van lifers are not the ones posting on Facebook and Instagram. It's only like newbies for the most part. Like I'm still a newbie. I've only been in this van for 5 weeks, but it is not what you see on Instagram. It is not easy. It's crazy. It's primitive living. You're like just pretend you're a Native American in a longhouse. Like it's crazy. It's the craziest thing I've ever done in my life. But I have a lot to figure out still. But we're all doing good. Morale is extremely high. Having fun. It's stressful, but stress can be fun if you're doing something you care about. And like speaking of things I care about, like living in this van, like part of it was to reduce my waste, and like there's almost no waste in this van. Like water, like you wouldn't actually believe how much water you actually use just to live your life. I didn't post videos. I took video, but I didn't post them yet. Here at Beachside, they actually have showers, which I was unaware of for like 2.5 weeks. Like a schmuck, I was unaware that they had showers. So, like, I was happy paying $20 before I knew about the showers. But now that I'm aware that I've been using the showers at the campsites for I think almost a week now. I found the showers like a week ago. I knew some of the parks had showers, but the one I like a lot, I didn't think it actually had showers, but it turns out it does. So, like, now that I paid $21 a night, I was happy paying that before I knew about that, and now that I actually have showers, like, really the only reason to have property on planet Earth, the only reason to have a house, in my opinion at this point, is to have a hot shower in the morning. You can get away with a shower in the van. Like, camp showers work. It all worked fine. Like, I never at any point felt super gross. But having that hot shower every morning it's just like, it's a whole new appreciation. Especially to have it with plumbing, like at 7156. I haven't really had plumbing in quite a few years, like efficient. I have not had efficient plumbing. Like, I feel like that really prepared me for living in this van. But, so yeah, we're doing good. We're alright. It's crazy. It's mad. It's bananas. It's stressful. But fucking worth it. Fuck yeah, I'm glad I did it. Fucking glad I did it, man. Do you ever have the opportunity to blow a popsicle stand and get them? I love Mount Morris. I love my hometown. I love my hometown family. I would be nothing and no one without my hometown of Mount Morris and Dansville and Groveland. I would be nothing. I would be nothing without my hometown family. But if you have a chance to go explore, buy an old Dodge Caravan, whatever, you don't even, like, the extra height I got in this van, I paid extra to get this extra height. I mean, it's worth it, but if you just buy a van, just go. Just for a month. Spend $1,500 on some busted ass van and just go drive somewhere. Like, it's really worth it. Like, you don't have to go full hog like I did and sell everything you own, but just get out there, man. Just get out there. Get away from your father. Didn't they say that in the Bible? Isn't that in the Bible somewhere? Isn't that Abraham's advice or something? Or was that a lesson to Abraham? Just get the fuck out of thy father's house. And maybe even her groom's farm. Cheeky! My animals are sleeping. They're up front. They're sleeping. It's rainy, so we're not doing much today. I'm camped out. The beach is out there, but it's total rain. Alright, this is turned into a 20-minute video. So, yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. I'd be nothing without y'all. Yeah, that's true.